What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another requested video for Link Evolution. Mermails were always a fun deck for me to play back then, and they still are, as they are one of the best water attribute decks around. This deck excels at swarming the field and can make big boards with strong monsters, as well as building a strong defensive field on turn 1 to slow down your opponent. The last time I played this deck was before Link Summoning existed, so seeing all the new plays and routes in this deck took some time. Neptibus the Atlantean Prince is one of the core starters of the deck still, being able to send any Atlantean monsters from the deck to the graveyard. 90% of the time you will be sending Atlantean Dragoons, who can search any Sea Serpent monster from the deck to the hand. This is pretty much where things get started, as depending on your hand, you have a huge variety of monsters to choose from to search. While some obvious choices will be Mermail, Abyssmander, or Mooling Glacier, you can also search Lapis Dragon. The level 5 tuner is good here as it provides a tuner body for Halka Fibrax if you didn't open Deep Sea Diva, and it is a free special summon on search. There are a long list of variants or specific combos you can go into with this deck, changing your tech choices depending on your preference. I run Jet Synchron to summon off Needle Fiber to make my graveyard managing for Mooling Glacier easier, while also getting access to synchros such as Borrelord and Omega. I also experimented with a small artifact engine, which can really shut decks down and get you access to White Aura Bihamut on your opponent's turn. I misplayed a lot with the Bujin Link monster, as its main purpose is to overlay Dragoons from the hand and grave to go into Bahamut Shark, getting you totally awesome in the process. I ended up replacing this with the Artifact engine later on. Another neat card you can go into is True King of All Calamities. I didn't get too much because it solely relies on you getting Abyssmander into the grave and getting 2 level 7 Mermails on the field to boost their levels, so I cut that as well. I'm running 2 key level 4 special summon extenders, and that is Aqua Spirit and the Water Tenyi Spirit. Both of these are used to provide extra link, exceed, or discard materials for your plays. Later on I bumped Aqua Spirits to 3 and cut Infantry to 1. Mermail of Greed isn't mandatory, but it did feel nice the couple of times I landed it to get to fix some bad hands. For the replay, I wanted to show off how an ideal turn 1 board would look, ending our field with discarding 3 cards from the opponent's hand and having 3 monster negates via Appaloosa. Since we have the Tenyi Spirit, we start with that and then normal summon the best card in the deck, Neptibus. Just like I mentioned, we'll send Dragoons to add Dragoons with Neptibus' effect and search Lapis Dragon off Dragoon's effect. Normally you would search Abyssmander here, but since we have Abyss, we can skip that for now as long as we have a way to discard the Dragoons in hand. Now that we have a tuner on board, we can go into Needle Fiber and summon Jet Synchron from the deck. Normally when I get up to this part, I start paying attention to the graveyard count of water monsters and what it takes to hit 5 water monsters for Mooling Glacier's effect. Discarding Dragoons with Teus, we can search Mooling Glacier and get an additional search for Abyss Gundam. If we had Megalo instead, we could have hit the 5th water monster mark and summoned Mooling Glacier right away, but since we are 1 short, we have to synchro with Jet Synchron instead to hit the number 5 mark. With Omega, we can knock 1 card out of the opponent's hand, and with Mooling Glacier, that makes 3 total. Once again, if you have Megalo, you could go into Trishula instead, which can permanently banish 2 cards at the cost of using Neptibus as the material. Things are almost set now, as we are set to discard 3 cards from our opponent and have an Ash Blossom in hand as well for added disruption. Just a quick reminder, this type of board isn't always guaranteed, and you can always branch off into something else or something better. Thanks to Jet Synchron's revival effect, we can get another link material on the field, and we do get the chance to go into Artifact Dagda with him and Neptibus. Seeing as our opponent is already down 3 cards and is revealed to be playing Gravekeepers at this point, I decide Appaloosa is a safer bet, as our opponent probably won't get to use his extra deck anyway. Having only 3 negates on Appaloosa isn't the worst thing in the world, but we do have a weakness to spells and traps now. Cards like Lightning Storm or Evenly Matched could easily screw us over in this position, with our hand not really guaranteeing us any recovery yet. Later on in the video, you'll see Totally Awesome, which is another good turn 1 card to get out, and can help protect you from Nibiru on your first turn, as well as handle the spells and traps we might struggle with. This duel is wrapping up for now though, so I hope you guys get a basic idea of how the deck operates. Enjoy the rest of the video, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.